Well, hey, it's Dawn from The Minimal Mom, and I am super excited because our groceries were just delivered and I did not have to go to the store and get them. I know you've heard of Instacart by now. It just came to our area, so I've only just started using it for about 5 weeks or so, and mostly I am very excited about it. The only thing I was having a hard time with was the extra cost of the groceries. When you go online to order the groceries, you'll notice that everything is just a little bit more expensive. And so it was just kind of bugging me not knowing how much more expensive everything is. So I printed out my receipt, I took it back to the store, and I added it all up. Coming up next, I'll share with you exactly how much extra our $100 grocery order cost us. Well, like I said, I was pretty much sold on Instacart from the beginning. My hope was that it would just further simplify the grocery shopping and meal planning process. And there was a lot of weeks that I would actually push off going grocery shopping just because I didn't want to take the time to go to the store, buy everything, rebag it, and then bring it home and put it away. So my sister had been using Instacart for quite a while and she loved it. And so I was really excited to find out when it came to our area. First off, this is absolutely not sponsored. It's just my honest review, because if you've been thinking about using it, you probably just want to know, but how much does it actually cost? Every time I'd call my mom, she'd be like, okay, so there's a service fee, and then there's the delivery fee, and then you have to give the driver a tip, and then the groceries are a little bit more expensive too. And she's like, it's kind of confusing. And I'm like, I know. And so what I want to do is break it down really simply for you today using my $100 grocery order so that you can decide for yourself if you think it's worth it or not. And then at the end, I'll share with you the kind of hidden benefit of it that has me completely sold, and I will gladly pay all those charges and fees moving forward. So there's two different ways that you can use Instacart. One way is where you submit your order online, they gather the groceries for you and check out for you, and then you simply pick up your groceries. The other is to have them go another step further and have them deliver them for you. So what are the costs that are involved with this? So you'll notice as soon as you go to the Instacart website, it's very easy to use and navigate. You pick your store and then you just start searching for your groceries. Super easy. But you'll notice that all of the grocery prices are just a little bit higher. And so I know Aldi like the back of my hand, so I knew as soon as I started filling my cart online, I'm like, these prices are a little bit higher. I just didn't know how much higher. So we'll get to that in just a second. The funny part is my sister had been using it for Cub, and I was like, did you notice that the prices are higher? And she's like, nope, totally didn't even notice. And so you might notice it, you might not. So the grocery prices are a little bit higher. You get to the checkout and then there's a service fee. So for my $100 order was $5.63. And then at the time where I'm making this video, if you were picking them up, the charge was $1.99, and then if you were gonna have them delivered, the charge was $3.99. And then also on top of the delivery charge is an optional tip for the driver. They do let you know that 100% of the tip goes directly to the driver. So it's up to you how much you wanna leave for a tip, and usually it's based on the size of the order and maybe how far you live from the grocery store. We live a little ways out, so I do try to leave a bigger tip for the driver. But wait, it gets better. You can also sign up for Instacart Express, which they have a free 2-week trial, so you can kind of try it out and see if you'll even use it. It's $9.99 a month or $99 a year, and if you sign up for that, they waive the service fee, and orders over $35 don't have a delivery charge. So now I signed up for the $9.99 a month to make sure we would keep using it. If I have a delivery once a week, that's $2.50 per delivery. So that significantly cuts down on the service fee and the delivery charge, but you do still have to leave a tip for the driver. Are you confused yet? I know, like seriously, I'm trying to explain this to my mom and I'm like, it's just so, and I'm like, well, you know, but you're smart, so I know this probably isn't actually that confusing. But what I couldn't tell by just looking at my receipt was how much extra the groceries were actually costing us. So like I said, I printed out my receipt, I took it back to the store, and for all 50 items on my list, I went back through and I wrote down the price in the store compared to the price on the Instacart website where I was ordering from. They do say in the fine print that there is an extra charge for the groceries. It's part of how they cover their costs, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It was just kind of bugging me not knowing how much it was, because I'm still a very frugal person, and I just wanted to be able to make an educated decision each week when I was deciding if I should have the groceries delivered, or if maybe I was gonna be by the store anyways, maybe I was gonna be waiting for the kids or something like that, so it'd make more sense just for me to go to the store and get my own groceries. So that's what I was just trying to get to the bottom to, was like, just tell me how much more the groceries are so that I can make an educated decision each week. So like I said, for my $100 order, or what would have been $100 in the store, 50 items, there was 5 items that didn't cost any extra, and the other 40 items were anywhere from 9 cents to 59 cents more expensive online than in the store. So total for my $100 order, it was $9.58 extra as like their convenience charge that they add on to the groceries. Again, this is in addition to any service charges, delivery charges, or driver tips. And so here is, for my $100 grocery order, here is how it broke down. So about $22. So what I have to decide now each week is it worth it for me to have the groceries delivered? Like I said, there was times where I would kind of push off the grocery shopping just because I didn't want to have to go through all the hassle of going to the store and all of that. So I have noticed, we've been doing this for 5 weeks, that every Sunday I have been having my groceries delivered. So that has been nice. The kids like it, Tom appreciates it as well. But here is what I didn't expect. I usually budget $150 per week for groceries and other consumables. We have 6 people in our family, and pretty much I had been spending that or just a little bit less throughout the course of the month. Since I've been ordering my groceries online, I already had a good system for meal planning and for my grocery inventory. I have a separate video about that that's gotten really good feedback. It's kind of a different approach to meal planning if you're looking for something highly simplified that you'll actually stick with. So I had a good system in place for knowing what we needed for groceries and my meal planning for the week. But by adding this extra element of having the groceries delivered and ordering them online, I find that I am even tighter with our grocery budget, because I can see, as I'm adding items to my cart, I can see what my total is. And if there's some items that I kind of maybe want to get, or maybe I was going to just grab an extra, I can see in my cart if I really want to do that or not. So in the 5 weeks that we've been doing it, I haven't spent over $120 on groceries. And so I think a lot of that is just the impulse buys. They weren't big impulse buys, but there were still things I would buy in the store, or I would have some of the kids with me and they would ask for something. They always want a treat when we go to the grocery store, right? And also because we've been eating out less, just because we always have groceries at home and we have stuff to pack for snacks. So between all of that, I'm saving quite a bit of money. I think in the 5 weeks I've been doing it, I've saved at least $50, if not a little bit more. And so that really surprised me, because like I said, in the beginning, I kind of thought, well, maybe sometimes I'll have them delivered, especially if we're really busy, and then other times I won't. But realizing that it's actually saving us money now to have them delivered, it feels kind of like a no-brainer to me. Like I said, this isn't sponsored, it's just my honest review of this service. I do have a code that I'll leave below where you can get $10 off your first delivery, but that's a code that you can get too. So if you sign up for Instacart and start using it, you can give your code out to friends and family to invite them too. So if you want to use that, it's down below. I'm gonna save you $10, so it definitely doesn't hurt. I don't know how many people will get to use it, so depending on when you watch this, I will keep that updated down in the description, because anyway I can help you save money and simplify life, I am all about. So I hope this helps. I would really like to know if you've been using Instacart and what your experience has been with it. So far, the only kind of bummer thing was that last Sunday we were expecting a snowstorm the next day on Monday, and so Sunday afternoon I ordered my groceries quick, and it said they would be delivered. They never ended up being delivered that Sunday. It got pushed to Monday, but they did give me then a $10 credit and a free month of the Express membership. So they did do everything in their power, I think, to make it right. So I was okay with that, and we did get them delivered the next day. And I know my sister has had a couple times where like her bread has gotten squished, like if it wasn't bagged quite properly, but other than that, we've both had so far a really good experience with it. So I would really like to know what your experience has been, if you would recommend it, and certainly if you have any tips or ideas as you use it, or any other grocery delivery services. So I hope this helps, and I look forward to visiting with you again soon.